The Harry Potter franchise isn't exactly at its height of the moment. Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of the Grindelwald, and Harry Potter and the Cursed Child were both met with mixed critical reviews. Despite this, both have managed to be financially successful. This proves that the Harry Potter fandom is still hungry for more adventure in the wizarding world. Most of them come from the idea of the wizarding school Hogwarts. While the school is undeniably a brilliant fantasy location, if it were judged by the real-world standards for educational institutions, it would be considered a horror show. The school is literally with magical monsters, hiding traps, and evil plots. It's an extremely dangerous place that is not only a horrible place to house children, but a horrible one to educate them as well. It's easy to look at Hogwarts with rose-colored glasses because it's amazing, but maybe if we took them off for a second, it would soften the blow of not getting that letter in the mail. But to be honest, I still want to go Hogwarts no matter what how dangerous it would be. So hello Potterlads, this is your Potterlad Mr. Rajput, and today I'm gonna show you 5 things about Hogwarts that are too dangerous and students should not be living there. But I know we still want to go there. And before we starting the video, if you are new here, then please subscribe to this channel because I keep bringing Harry Potter videos every day. And also if you are not following me on Instagram, then please follow me on Instagram, link is in the description. And at the last, if you want iconic merchandise of Harry Potter, then you are welcome in the website Fandomian, where you can buy amazing Harry Potter goodies and all kind of Harry Potter stuff. So you can shop whatever you want, link is in the description, and use code Rajput for 5% discount. And now without wasting any moment, let's begin the video. Number 1. The house hierarchy. Cliques are a major problem in most schools. Many work extremely hard every year to promote ways for students to interact outside of these arbitrary and often abusive social groups. They randomize seating arrangements, stagger lunch shifts, and set up assigned group projects so that students will have to interact with people unlike them. What they don't do is literally organize everyone by type and keep them mostly separated throughout their tenure. Sure, every fan of the books has rushed to find out what house they are. But the sad truth is that the lines divided these houses are largely arbitrary. Every person has qualities of a Gryffindor, Slytherin, Ravenclaw or Hufflepuff. Children are hardly fully formed individuals. But it's not like there is a one house that is known for producing evil wizards. Oh wait, there is a house that harbors people profiled to possibly be a villain into a secret room together. You know what house I'm talking about. Number 2. The Defense Against the Dark Arts revolving door. One of the biggest running plot points in the series is that every year there is a different Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher. The idea is that Voldemort wanted this job and somehow cursed the position after he was rejected. This seems like a cop-out from the obvious problem here. Dumbledore is horrible at hiring people. I mean, look at his track record. He hired a werewolf, a disguised Death Eater, a formal Death Eater friend, a completely clueless novelist, and literally Voldemort's hiding in a queering coward's body. At least Umbridge was brought in by the government. That one isn't on Dumbledore. I mean, just imagine the scenario. What's the hiring process for the job like? Do you want a Defense Against the Dark Arts position? Sure. Don't you want to know my background, Jack? No, you will look fine. Welcome abroad. Welcome to the Hogwarts. Number 3. There was a snake monster in the pipes. This one is pretty obvious. There was a snake monster in the pipes. Imagine a school that everyone knows as a secret chamber that is harboring a monster of some sort. Then this monster starts randomly attacking students. The school doesn't shut down. It keeps chugging along as if there were not a monster in the halls. And it isn't a subtle monster either. It's a giant snake that is slinking in and out of the pipes. Dumbledore is supposed to be the most powerful and brilliant wizard in the world, but he couldn't fight the enormous basilisk just roaming through the halls. It must have been real embarrassing for the Dumbledore when he got upstaged by a second year who destroyed a Horcrux while he was eating lemon drops and dreaming about his new socks. Number 4. The Dementor year. Junior high and high school can be very depressing time. Kids are changing, their biology is shifting, and their childhoods are slipping away in favor of the rising pressure of young adulthood. Many preteens and teens alike have a lot of trouble navigating this turbulent time. At least their school wasn't crawling with monsters that are literally the embodiment of depression. In Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, Hogwarts is infested by Dementors. These creatures not only act the supernatural prison wardens, of the wizarding world, they are also the most horrifying of all the creatures introduced in the universe. They literally suck out happiness and eventually your soul. One would think that after they attacked Harry, they wouldn't have been sent packing. Nope, Hogwarts is still going on. The Goblet of Fire. One of the most meme-worthy moments in all of the Harry Potter franchise is the moment when Dumbledore asks Harry,
How did you put your name in a goblet of fire?
"Did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire?" This is the tense, dramatic moment because Harry is too young to compete in the competition that features dragons, evil mermaids, and a hardcore mage garden. Oh, that's a wrong mage. That's one. But the goblet spit his name out, so there is a no going back. I mean, seriously, the Goblet of Fire spells out Harry's name and he's just in now without his consent. That doesn't make any sense. The competition is being overseen by a collection of the most powerful wizarding teachers in the world. None of them have authority to override a cup. Would the cup get angry or will turn into the Hulk? I mean, what everyone was thinking. We gotta force this underage kid to fight a dragon, dangerous mermaid, and a fucking eating mage garden. Least we provoke the wrath of this fire cup. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you like this video, and if you like, then please hit a like button and subscribe if you are new here, because I keep bringing Harry Potter stuff every day. And now I will see you in my next one. Till then, take care and goodbye, and stay away from the muggles and also from the Hogwarts if it's possible if you are below 11 years.